Today I am with Nate the Great and Laker 91. We are going for Michigan State Park Geo-Tour caches. We're up here, this is Lake Huron behind me, and it's 20 degrees out today. It's pretty cold, and I accidentally stepped into the water. It's cold. Come along as we find some cold caches.
Arrive at the Orchards on your right.
Nate the Great, Laker 91, and myself headed out before the crack of dawn, and we were headed north. We were headed to the northeast portion of Michigan's Lower Peninsula to find some of the Michigan State Park Celebration Geo-Tour caches. A 3-hour drive took us to our first stop. Our first stop was Clear Lake State Park. Here we quickly found the container, but it was a little bit frozen. It didn't take much to get in. We have to commend the cache owner for the craftsmanship of this container. It didn't take long for us to get back on the road, and we were headed to Onway State Park. Here we had a nice hike along the lake, and we were able to see some nice scenery. The container was not that elaborate, but it sure was kind of a cool container. After the hike back, we headed over to Hoff State Park on the shores of Lake Huron. It was cold and windy, and the lake sure was a little bit angry. We stood on the shore and watched a big freighter heading north, probably to Sault Ste. Marie. We quickly found the container here, and again for the third time. Wow, what craftsmanship! Take a look at that container. We're having a great time, and now we're headed to Thompsons Harbor State Park. This was the most memorable part of our trip for me. Thompsons Harbor State Park is more of a natural area. It's a lot more wilderness, and once you get to your parking spot, which is a 5-mile drive in on dirt roads, you'll have over a 1/4-mile hike to get to the geocache. We took our hike along the shoreline of Lake Huron on the rocky, cold, wet, and frozen, and unfortunately for me, I stepped into the cold water. That made for a long hike. We quickly found the cache and we headed back out. Now that we were done with the hard part of the geocache tour, we were a little bit hungry and we headed to John Boy's to find some lunch. We stepped in the cold Lake Huron, our feet are wet and cold, and now it's time to eat some food. And I'm here at John Boy's. They're supposed to have the best chili dog in all of Alpena. Let's check it out. John Boy's had a great chili dog, heaping full of chili, and it was hot. I really need to slow down when I'm hungry. I want to thank you for joining me over this 5-part series of the Michigan State Park Geo Tour. Although I only showed you a small portion of what's out there, I guarantee you there are some great scenes, some great geocaches, and a lot of fun memories.